Welcome to our channel. Lionel Richie's three kids all about Nicole, Miles, and Sofia. Lionel Richie shares Nicole with his ex-wife Brenda Harvey and Miles and Sofia with his ex-wife Diane Alexander. He's once, twice, three times a father. Music legend Lionel Richie is crazy about his three kids: Nicole Richie, Miles Brockman Richie, and Sofia Richie. Lionel learned a lot about parenting from his own dad, Lionel Richie Sr., and went through a massive depression when he died in 1990. "My dad was my hero," he told ITV in 2018. However, he credits his kids for helping him get through the difficult time. Miles came along, and Nicole was already there, and I realized I had a group of people that were kind of looking up to me to be the head of the house. While Lionel is known for being a free spirit, he admits that he can be a tough dad. Still, he knows it's important to maintain a balance. "You have to approach it with a tad bit of humor," he told in 2019. "With my kids, I know their job is to completely scare me to death. And they're doing a great job. By the way, my job is to embarrass them as much as I could, as long as I'm here." The Hello singer also has no interest in advising his kids on their personal lives. "You can't step in there. It just doesn't work," he says, but he's happy to give them advice about their careers in the spotlight. "I told Sofia, I wish you lots of failure, young," he told in 2020. "We're in a business where it's how you recover. And yes does not feel terrible. So you have to get smacked in the face." Here's everything to know about Lionel Richie's three kids. Lionel became a father for the first time when he and his ex-wife, Brenda Harvey, took in daughter Nicole Richie, née Escovedo, who was born on September 21, 1981, as a toddler. Her parents were friends of Lionel's who could not support Nicole financially, and Lionel and Harvey adopted her when she was 9 years old. Nicole was actually a godsend, he told in February 2022. "She was a little girl who needed a shot. She was used to people coming and going. She looked at me and I'd say, 'I'm not going anywhere.'" Lionel famously wrote his 1986 hit Ballerina Girl about his oldest child. "I'm never gonna break your heart, never will we drift apart, 'cause all I wanna do is share my whole life with you," he sings lovingly. In 2003, Nicole landed a spot on The Simple Life alongside Paris Hilton, thrusting her into the pop culture spotlight. However, during the series' 5-season run, she found herself in a slew of controversies, including arrests and car accidents, and also struggled with addiction. "I literally didn't care about anything," Nicole told Vanity Fair in 2006. "I thought I was getting away with everything, when the reality was that I was arrested 3 times and had 5 car accidents. 2 were totals." She also told the outlet that her parents' split over a decade earlier contributed to her reckless teenage and early adult behavior, saying, "I liked the fact that my parents weren't speaking, because I could play them against each other. I was very free to come and go as I pleased. Everyone wanted to make me happy. Their way of making me happy was to say yes to everything I wanted, but I don't think a little girl should have that much freedom." Eventually, Nicole turned to her parents for help with her addiction. "I knew I could not go on television being as wasted as I was. I went to my parents and said, 'It's time for me to get help,'" she told Vanity Fair. The reality star then enrolled in a drug treatment program and told the outlet at the time that she had been clean since. 2 years later, Lionel opened up about parenting Nicole during that time, saying, "Forget about surviving 40 years in the music business. Just surviving 27 years of Nicole Richie has been a struggle and a half. I want to tell you, I stand here as a survivor. I want you to know, for all the parents out there." Following her simple life days, Nicole has had a string of professional successes. She made the New York Times bestsellers list with her semi-autobiographical novel, The Truth About Diamonds, modeled in some of the world's top fashion magazines, launched a successful apparel line called House of Harlow, and established a philanthropic organization called the Richie Madden Children's Foundation to help disadvantaged young moms and their kids. Nicole began dating Good Charlotte singer Joel Madden in 2006. They welcomed their daughter, Harlow Madden, in January 2008 and their son, Sparrow Madden, in September 2009 before marrying in 2010. When Harlow was born, Lionel said he was extremely proud that his daughter turned him into a grandpa or G-pa, as he prefers to be called. I went to Nicole and said, "Grandpa, how does that sound? Does that fit me?" He told Extra in 2008. She said, "Dad, that sounds old." So I kind of searched out G-pa sounds a lot better. That's my street name. In March 2023, Lionel appeared on the Drew Barrymore Show, where he spoke about raising Nicole. "If I lived through that, I can live through anything. You all almost killed me," he said, referring to his daughter's shenanigans that often involve Hilton and Barrymore. "I was somewhere between meditation and medication." He went on to note that Nicole, who is now a wife and mother, has turned out perfectly. In May 2024, news broke that Nicole is reuniting with Hilton for a reboot of The Simple Life, which will stream on Peacock. Lionel welcomed son Miles Brocken Richie with his second wife Diane Alexander on May 27, 1994. The pair divorced in 2003 when Miles was 9 years old and spent most of his time at Alexander's house. "I'm a mama's boy. I grew up with my mom," he told Entertainment Tonight Canada in 2018. Who is Lionel Richie's girlfriend? All about Lisa Parigi. Because of that, his upbringing was a bit more private than his older sisters. "I've always been so shy," he revealed to Essence in 2020. However, he started to step more into the spotlight when he started modeling after dropping out of where he studied accounting. The Wilhelmina model made his runway debut at the Philip Plein show during New York Fashion Week in 2018. "You have to push yourself. My dad and my mom keep pushing me forward every single day, and every day I'm determined to be better. I want people to like me for me, rather than like me for who my family is," he said. In 2019, Miles allegedly made a bomb threat at an airport. On Saturday, 19 January, a 24-year-old man accepted a caution for communicating false information, causing a bomb hoax and battery following an incident at Heathrow Terminal 5 earlier that morning, the Metropolitan Police told in a statement, though they didn't identify Miles as the person involved. According to eyewitnesses, claimed that he was frustrated when he couldn't get on a flight, and he claimed he had a bomb with him. He later allegedly punched a security guard before being detained by police. Miles was given a caution and was reportedly released after accepting it. Under UK law, a caution is warning given out for minor crimes, not a criminal conviction. Sofia Richie, Lionel's youngest child, was born on August 24, 1998, in Los Angeles. She made her first red carpet appearance alongside her dad and sister at the 25th Annual Pop Music Awards in 2008, when she was just 10 years old. From then on, she was a fixture at many of her family's high-profile events, like one of Nicole's House of Harlow releases. She also attended the premiere of Justin Bieber's Never Say Never documentary at the Nokia Theatre. In 2018, Sofia told Australian newspaper The Sydney Morning Herald, The Goss, that she dabbled in music as a child. "My dad had me in singing lessons from a really young age, and I've played piano with my dad growing up, so I have that part of me," she told the outlet. "My dad is a really respected soul singer, and I feel like that is a lot of responsibility." Therefore, she wanted to make a name for herself in modeling instead. "I can never get away from the fact that my dad is Lionel Richie," she said. "I think that's actually what drives me to work and do my own thing and want to make my own mark, because I want to be seen as my own person even though I have all these amazing people in my life that I love so much." Sofia signed with a modeling agency at just 15 years old and has been featured in Elle, Italian Marie Claire, and as the face of Madonna's Material Girl fashion line. She's also tried her hand at designing her own clothes, teaming up with Frankie Spikinis, Misguided, and House of Harlow for guest lines. And although she didn't follow her father into the music industry, she is always happy to get advice from her dad. My dad's advice is to always have fun with everything I do, she told in 2016. And when I get to give 1000% and surrender to the moment. As for her romantic life, the 24-year-old briefly dated Justin Bieber for a few months in 2016 and was in a relationship with Scott Disick from May 2017 to August 2020. Thanks you for watching. Stay connected with us for more videos.